Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our conjunction video of the week. And this week we're going to be covering the conjunction of Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. And what happens when these four planets are conjunct in your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know where this conjunction is placed in your horoscope, what house it's in, what sign it's in, what nakshatra they're in, all your other astrological details, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter conjunction. What happens? Well, on a basic term, this is a very, very positive conjunction. Most of the time. This can also be a very egotistical conjunction. Very prideful conjunction. But we want to look at it systematically. So Sun, as you know, represents your soul, your energy within you, because Sun's the energy, your vitality, father, government, authoritative figures. Sun is a hot, fiery planet. Then you have Mercury, speech, communication, languages. It's our intellect, ability to learn things. It's the significator of education. It represents friends. You have Venus, spouse, girlfriend, women, arts, media, creativity, sensuality, lustfulness. Then you have Jupiter, the guru, counselor, advisor, teacher, preacher, philosophy, spirituality, religion, the higher value, the purest value. So what happens when these four planets are conjunct? Well, one thing I've noticed is that when you have this conjunction, and especially if you are an Indian, you will have great interest towards learning Parashara and Bhrigu astrology together. Because Venus is represented by Bhrigu astrology, Jupiter is represented by Parashara astrology. And Sun is very important for astrology itself because it's Jyotish, the light of God, and which is light, Sun. So that is very, very strong. This person has a very strong intellect to actually learn astrology. Strong passion towards it. But what we see here, especially if Jupiter or Sun wasn't involved, this would be creating a Saraswati yoga of learning. It's a yoga for learning, attaining knowledge, expressing yourself creatively. This person highly values wanting to learn something more than what they have grown up with. This shows great amount of passion towards your teachers and gurus and counselors and advisors. You have great respect for them, great passion for teaching people things. This is a person who can do very well in fields of banking, money, finance, because Venus is currency, Jupiter is finance, Mercury is an accountant, and Sun represents leader. So these people can be in management positions, in financial institution, accounting institutions. But what happens usually is that this person finds a great amount of interest in classical music, classical arts, classical literature. Especially if this is in the ascendant, third house and fifth house, or even the ninth house. They just have natural knack for learning artistic things, art history. These guys make great psychologists because they have the ability to understand. Because remember, these people become the light. And what happens with Sun, when it's conjunct all these three planets, it's going to brighten the quality of these planets. Especially if Sun holds the lowest degree, all of these planets, the quality will be brightened up. If Sun is in the middle, then whichever planets are higher degree than Sun, they will be brightened up. So they have the ability to show wisdom, to show knowledge to other people. But this can also show On a negative side, that your spouse will be very egotistical, whether man or woman, because both are involved in this. Venus represents the wife for a man. Jupiter represents the husband for a woman. And in general, for both women and men, whether you're straight, gay, bisexual, it represents, partnership and relationship. So there's going to be a lot of pride and ego here. You're going to always run into women or men who are, especially women, you're going to run into women who have a certain high quality that they're looking for in a man. And what happens with this person, so let's say if I'm a man and I have this, through my circumstances, I'm always going to strive to become highly educated, going to the higher realm of corporate ladder, because naturally I know that I will get a woman who wants these things. So naturally you run into a woman who will like you because she'll already see these qualities in you. But what happens is, here, it's especially with certain signs, it can make a spouse really want material things, material wealth. Always going after, the better things in life. Naturally, because Sun represents your father would be in a very authoritative position in life. Mostly, the father would be interested either in finance, hospitality, teaching, or arts. And you have to obviously look at the sign, where the sign is placed in. Even in if let's say it's in the sign of Capricorn, father could be an authoritative person in government, but on the side he will like doing something more creative for himself. In Sagittarius, father could be a scholar. Father could be a PhD, highly educated person, highly respectable person. In Aries, father could be in military. So you have to look at the dynamics of the sign. This is why sign really shows the jackets that every planet is wearing to show their qualities. And you have to see which planet is becoming stronger in the conjunction. Is Sun become stronger? If let's say Sun is in Aries or Leo. Is Mercury become stronger? If it's in the sign of Gemini or Virgo. Is Jupiter becoming stronger? If it's in the sign of Sagittarius, Pisces, or Cancer. Is Venus becoming stronger by being in Taurus or Libra or Pisces? Or any of their friendly signs. When they're in their friendly signs, their own signs, that planet will hold the strong position. They will influence everything. So let's say if in Libra this conjunction is creating, or this conjunction is happening in Libra, most of the time this person will be more about doing business, attaining money, being in businesses where they're dealing with a lot of currency. It'll be less about being a scholar, more about being a business person. In Virgo, it can represent somebody who will be more about being a manager, accountant, or perhaps in dealing with healthcare. And Taurus can represent some musician. Especially from a Kara Kamsha Lagna, for all those who know anything about Gemini astrology, if this conjunction occurs in the second house, you automatically know this person is going to be going into music or loves music, classical music. So that's something I'm noticing now because I'm learning Gemini. It is just the most beautiful astrological system that I finally get it. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your conjunction is placed, all your other astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction Aspects, and Mahadasas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. Otherwise, we'll see you later.